Hi, I'm Gage Simmons, and I am giving a commemorative speech over Amberly Snyder. Amberly Snyder is a barrel racer, a paralyzed barrel racer that is, and an inspirational speaker who has fought her way through the tragic event that has occurred in her life. I wanted to give a tribute to Amberly because she was very determined to continue barrel racing even after she became paralyzed from the waist down. I also wanted to write about her because I can relate to her. I like to ride horses, and because one of my best friends is a barrel racer. A few things I wanted to tell you about Amberly Snyder is some information on her wreck, how she overcame her obstacles, and where she is now. Furthermore, let's get to know Amberly a little bit better. First of all, I don't think many of you know how Amberly became paralyzed. Amberly was headed to Denver Stock Show and Rodeo. She was passing through Sinclair, Wyoming. She glanced away from the road for a second to check her map. When she looked up, she had veered into the other lane. She tried to get back to her lane, but overcorrected. By overcorrecting, she caused her truck to slide off the road and roll. The truck rolling caused her to be ejected from the vehicle because she wasn't wearing her seatbelt. As she flew out of the truck window, she got thrown into a fence post, which broke her back. Landing on the fence post, breaking her back, caused her to have very intense surgery in an attempt to regain feeling in her legs. The way she overcame these obstacles is truly amazing. Considering the circumstances, and after having an emergency surgery that lasted for 5 hours at least, maybe a little bit longer, the doctor came out and said she will never gain feeling or be able to use her legs again. She would still have feeling in her back today. If she would have just been wearing her seatbelt, this may not have happened. This little mistake of not wearing her seatbelt could have cost her her barrel racing career, except she wasn't going to give up that easy. That mistake may have changed her life, but it didn't change her love for horses. Nearly 4 months later, she was out riding again. All that took time because for a while, she wouldn't even get on a horse. She said it brought back too many memories on how her life was supposed to be. A little while later, a reporter wanted to do a follow-up story and photo shoot. Amberly agreed. After getting on her horse this time, she said things felt different. The first change she made to her saddle was adding a seatbelt to it. Then came Velcro straps to hold her legs stable. After that, they had to retrain her horse to ignore her legs and just listen to her hands and voice. She never gave up on what she believed in. She never lost hope during all of the challenges she overcame. Never giving up has made her the person she is now. Never giving up, no matter what, has gotten her to where she is. 18 months after her accident, she was ready to try barrel racing again. The first time back in the ring, she was just slow, kind of trotted around just to get back in the field. Then she said she got tired of going slow, so she kicked up the speed and was only 1 second slower than her fastest time before the wreck. Since then, she has beaten her pre-wreck racing times several times and is still competing in rodeos. In May of 2015, she received her bachelor's in agricultural education, and in 2018, she received her master's degree in school counseling. She now works as an inspirational speaker and has Wheelchair Wednesdays, which is where she gives tips and advice on how to master the wheelchair. Amberly is still going to work on her original goal of making the circuit in national finals. In conclusion, Amberly Snyder has overcome many obstacles that have stood in her way and has never gave up. She may have let the challenges refine her, but definitely not define her. I hope this speech you all learned a little information on the wreck, how she overcame obstacles, and where she is now, and how she never let them stand in her way. And now she has some feeling in her upper thighs, hamstrings, and glutes. It makes sense because those are the main muscles you use while riding. Thanks for listening. Hope you all enjoyed it.